Now this is an Archimedean spiral gear. It's really quite interesting. I mean, for one thing, it's effectively one tooth, and so it has a huge gear ratio because it's always a 1 to whatever it is you're driving. In this case, it's 25, so this is 1 to 25, which is enormous when you actually think about it. It will go one way or go the other, but this can't turn it. So once you try to turn that, it's not going to turn this. So it has a self-locking property, which is really useful in things like lifts, for example, or where you want to drive something in and keep it wherever it is you've driven it. Then this kind of gear is extraordinarily useful. And you find them actually in lathes. These are in the headstock of lathes. They're usually about 5 or 7 turns, and they have a rack on them because you can use them to drive racks. So you could make a lathe head from this. I've used these actually to make differentials as well, and they're very useful. And I thought it would be interesting to know how to make one any size, and possibly the easiest way to make one, because I'm lazy and I like things easy. And for me, the easiest way is to combine Freecad and Tinkercad. So we're going to look at Freecad and how you actually draw the spiral in Freecad, and then how you use that drawing to create this gear set. So let's make the spiral in Freecad, and I assure you, it's dirt simple. Right, we're in Freecad. Let's open a new file. Right, we're on part design, which is my default. So let's jump into part. When we're there, we want this one, which is create primitives. It's the creation of a parameterized geometric primitive. Click on that and you'll get this screen. Click there, and what we're looking for is spiral. Click on spiral and you'll get a whole load of different sections that you can actually change to suit what you need. Now, growth is clearly how big it grows by. For us, we want to create a spiral which will take a tooth. So we want to grow that big enough so that it can accommodate the tooth that we're going to interface, a gap for the tooth of the original gear and the other side. So something like 5.2 millimeters is going to be pretty good for a mod 2. Number of rotations. We actually only really need 1 rotation because we're creating an Archimedean spiral, and the radius is the radius from which it begins. Now we want something about 100 millimeters across, so we make that radius, say 45, and then create. And there we go, we've created our spiral. And when we've done that, of course, we can just click OK. When I'm here, I've gone to the view and we're going to turn on toggle axis cross, which shows where it lies on the plane. Now I want that because I want to move this start of the spiral into the center. The reason I need to see that is because I want to move that to the center. And the reason I want to move it to the center is it just makes it easier to place the sketch, which we're going to do next. And we're going to rotate that sketch along that spiral path. So let's double click on spiral, and that pulls up the spiral parameters. And you remember we made the radius 45. And if we look at this location and we see position X, Y, Z, they are notionally zeros. So if we change X to minus 45, it'll jump 45 because that's the radius, and that now is at the center. Now this is going to become a path. It's going to become a path that we can sweep a sketch, and we can sweep a sketch to any profile we like. We just have to draw it first. So let's just OK on that. But first of all, go to part design and create a body to hold the sketch. Once you're there, of course, we can click on create sketch. Now we can see why we've got cross axes. This one, the XY plane, is where the spiral path lays. We want to have it a shape that is on the XZ or the YZ plane. So let's do the XZ plane. That will create our sketch on this plane here. Then we'll sweep it around the spiral that was on this plane here, and that will create us the body that we need. And there we go, there's our sketch. Now we can draw the sketch using these tools up here. And as I said, we can draw any profile we like. In this one, I'm just going to do a pretty straightforward and simple triangle to represent a tooth profile. But of course, I could draw a tooth profile. It's just quicker to draw it as a triangle for this demonstration. So we're going to use some lines. Click on the line tool and we'll create a line. Now that line is free floating and at the moment has nothing to constrain it. So we want to create some constraints. One of the constraints I want is that the line is a specific height and a specific distance away from the center. Now I want my tooth to be about 2 millimeters. So I'm drawing half the tooth and I'll replicate it for the other side. So we wanted 1 millimeter away from that actual center line here. So to do that, we can dimension it. We can create a constraint distance. To do that, click on the blue, click on this line, and it'll give you a choice. And you can see that you've got 41.48 millimeters. I want to change that to 1. And now we want to do exactly the same thing with this one, but we want that constraint to be constrained from here. And I want that 8.75. So the reason I'm doing this is because we want a tooth, if you like, and the tooth has to mesh with a mod tool gear. Now, it's still not constrained properly. We just constrained the heights of things. What we need to do now is constrain them to the axes. So we go back up here and we use what's called a constraint coincidence. So click on the constraint coincidence. This one, we want to lie on this axis. And this one, we want to lie on that axis. Okay, now we've done that, we just need to repeat that here, and we need to put a bottom in there. Now, to be honest, there's a million ways you could do that sketch. It's basically a question of whatever works for you. All you really need to do is draw a sketch which is closed on the right plane and create a spiral. The spiral is going to be the path that we extrude that sketch on. And equally, there's a million different shapes you can draw. As long as you can draw a sketch of it, you can extrude it. And once you draw that sketch, well, it can be anything you want pretty much, as long as you can draw a sketch of it. So there's my triangular tooth all done. Let's close that. And then we've got our tooth lying here. The spiral is hidden, so if I unhide the spiral, we can see that that spiral path is going to be what that triangle follows. Right, select sketch. And then up here, you'll see this yellow thing called additive pipe. Click on that. When you've clicked on additive pipe, it's going to sweep that triangle along whatever object I say. So what it's going to sweep is profile sketch. There are other options if you want, but the one we're really interested in is the object, which is going to be this spiral. And there we go. It has swept it around. Cool. Click OK, and it'll come up with this. We want to make an independent copy. And there we go. There is our Archimedes spiral. Now, we could carry on with this in Freecad. What we're going to do is transfer it into Tinkercad, because remember, I like Tinkercad because it's so easy. And all I've really done is make a spiral primitive, and I'm going to use that primitive in Tinkercad because it's fast and it's easy. In order to do that, highlight your object, go up to File and Export. Export as an STL. So if you think about it, actually we did 3 very simple things to create that. The first thing we did was create a spiral using Create Spiral. Then we drew a sketch in Sketcher, and then in Part Design we linked those two together using additive pipe, and bingo, we had ourselves a spiral. Now that's a spiral tooth for a spiral gear, and of course what we want to do is create that spiral gear. Now we could do that in Freecad, 100%. However, I like to do things quickly. Once we've created that primitive, bring it into Tinkercad. It's extraordinarily quick to turn our spiral tooth into our spiral gear. Right, we're in Tinkercad and I've imported that spiral that we created, and as you can see it's a triangular tooth following an Archimedean spiral into Tinkercad, and the only other things I need to change it into a gear are a couple of cylinders. So here I've created a cylinder just by pulling this cylinder primitive down, making the sides nice and smooth, and you'll see it's 112 by 112, and that's because this one is 111.8 from there and 108.81 across there, because this is not circular, whereas this is circular. And of course, we need to center it. So to center it, what we do is highlight both of them, use the centering key, and we're going to center it to the edges. So we center it to that edge and that edge. Now, of course, it's out of true. It's out of true on this side by 0.1 of a millimeter. So we hit the 0.1 and nudge it across, and now it'll be centered. It's our center off center at this side. We can see that 108. So it is 4.8 that it's out. So once we do know how far we need to nudge it, highlight that, change this to 1. Now it's 4.8, which means it's 2.4 because we're working by the radius. So 1, 2. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've centered the spiral to our cylinder. Now, of course, we want something to hold a bearing, which is what these two are for. So we can center those to that cylinder by using the centering key. There we go. Now, if we highlight the whole lot, we can group it. And then we can print that off, and that is our single tooth Archimedean gear. And when we've printed it off and pushed the bearing in the centre, that's what we get. Now this is a driving gear, and it is essentially one tooth. So any gear that is the driven gear with this, it's going to be a 1 to whatever number of teeth ratio. Now of course, it isn't much use like this. We do need a whole lot of other bits, and that is just a modulus 2 gear. In my case, I've printed 25 teeth, so this is going to be 25 to 1. And I don't mean to go into these because I've done these in other tutorials. This is just the gear primitive sized at modulus 2 and with 25 teeth. And this is just, well, they're cylinders and cubes bunked together in the right relationship. Once we've done that, of course, we can pop our driving gear onto that spindle there, like that, so that it's just popped on there and rested on there. And then our driven gear goes over the top like that, and there's a clip that holds it in place. Now, if you're designing one of these from scratch, be aware that this needs to be more or less center but off a bit, and it takes a little bit of fiddling around to make sure where that space actually is. But now we have ourselves an Archimedes screw gear with a 1 to 25 ratio. So if we spin that way, then it will drive this gear around very, very slowly. I will, of course, put these things on Thingiverse, should anybody just want to print them off to play around with them. But if you want to make this to any size you want, and you can put more than one spiral if you want, but if you want to make these to any size yourself, that's how to go about it using Freecad and Tinkercad. And Freecad, to make something like this, it's an absolute breeze. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and please do remember to like and subscribe.